Hey there, amazing learners. Welcome to Study English Online, the podcast where we don't just teach you English, we help you transform your entire life through language learning. I'm Alex, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be here with you today.
And I'm Maya. Alex, I have to say, I'm really excited about today's topic. We're diving deep into something that changed my life completely, and I know it can change yours too.
Before we get started, here's something exciting. We've prepared an exclusive free PDF workbook just for you. It includes real-life exercises, powerful vocabulary lists, interactive quizzes, and action steps you can take immediately after this episode. The link is in the description below. Grab it while you're listening.
Trust me, you'll want that workbook. Now, Alex, let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at someone who's completely fluent in English and thought, how did they do it? What's their secret?
All the time. And here's what I discovered. It's never just one big moment. It's not about studying 10 hours straight or memorizing 1,000 words in one day. Real transformation happens through something much more powerful.
Let me guess, small, consistent changes?
Exactly. But it goes even deeper than that. Today we're going to reveal the exact framework that successful English learners use to go from struggling to confident. And the best part? These same principles work for transforming any area of your life.
So whether you're here to improve your English, advance your career, or just become a better version of yourself, you're in the right place.
Maya, let's be honest. Most people who start learning English eventually give up. They get excited at first, buy some books, maybe download an app, but 3 months later, nothing.
I was one of those people, Alex. I tried learning English 5 times before it finally stuck, and I realized the problem wasn't my intelligence or my ability, it was my approach.
So what changed?
I stopped waiting to feel ready. Here's the thing most people don't understand. Your brain is designed to keep you comfortable. It's called the comfort zone for a reason. Your brain sees change as danger, even when it's good change.
That's fascinating. So our own brain works against us?
In a way, yes. There's a part of your brain called the amygdala. It's like your internal alarm system. When you try something new, like speaking English for the first time, it triggers fear. That's why your heart races, your palms sweat, and you suddenly forget every word you know.
Oh, I remember that feeling. My first time ordering coffee in English, I literally froze. The barista was so patient, but I couldn't form a single sentence.
But you know what? That uncomfortable moment was actually your breakthrough moment. Because every time you push through that fear, you're literally rewiring your brain.
Listeners, if you take away one thing from today, let it be this. Discomfort is not your enemy. It's proof that you're growing. The feeling you want to avoid is actually the feeling you should chase.
Now, let's talk about the 3 biggest traps that keep people stuck.
Trap number 1, perfectionism. People tell themselves, I'll start speaking English when my grammar is perfect, or I'll join that conversation group when I know more vocabulary.
But the truth is, perfection is a myth. Native speakers make mistakes all the time. I was born speaking English, and I still mix up affect and effect.
Exactly. Trap number 2, comparing yourself to others. You see someone who's fluent and think, I'll never be that good. But you don't see their journey, the thousands of mistakes they made, the awkward conversations, the years of practice.
That's so important. And trap number 3 is the biggest, waiting for motivation. People say, I'll study when I feel motivated, but motivation is unreliable. Some days you'll have it, most days you won't.
So what's the solution? Systems over motivation. Discipline over feelings. You don't need to feel like studying, you just need to show up. 5 minutes on a bad day beats 0 minutes waiting for inspiration.
Maya, you mentioned something earlier that really stuck with me, the power of small, consistent actions. Can you break that down?
Absolutely. There's a concept called the compound effect. Imagine you improve your English by just 1% each day. That doesn't sound like much, right? 1%? That's almost nothing.
That's what most people think. But here's the math. If you improve 1% every single day for 1 year, you'll end up 37 times better than when you started. 37 times!
That's incredible. So it's like compound interest, but for skills.
Exactly. And here's a real example from my own life. I committed to reading just 1 page of an English book every night before bed. 1 page, that's maybe 2 minutes?
That seems almost too easy.
That's the point. It was so easy, I couldn't say no. But after 1 month, I had read 30 pages. After 6 months, 180 pages. After a year, I had finished 3 entire books. My vocabulary exploded, my reading speed doubled, and I didn't even feel like I was trying.
That's the beauty of micro habits. So for our listeners, what's one micro habit they could start today?
Here are 5 powerful micro habits that take less than 5 minutes. 1. Change your phone language to English. You already look at your phone dozens of times a day. Make each glance a learning opportunity. 2. Learn one new word while brushing your teeth. Put sticky notes in your bathroom with English words and their meanings. 3. Describe your morning in English. While making breakfast, narrate what you're doing. I'm pouring coffee. The water is boiling. I'm spreading butter on toast.
I love that. What else?
4. Listen to an English podcast during your commute. Even if you don't understand everything, your brain is absorbing pronunciation patterns. And 5. End your day with gratitude in English. Before bed, write one sentence about something good that happened. Today, I helped a colleague, or I learned 5 new words.
These are so practical. The key is they're tiny enough that you can't fail.
Exactly. And here's the secret. Once you build the habit of showing up, you naturally want to do more. You start with 1 page and suddenly you're reading a chapter. You practice for 5 minutes and end up studying for 20.
It's like momentum builds on itself.
Now, Alex, all the techniques in the world won't help if your mindset is working against you. Let's talk about self-talk.
Oh, this is huge. The way you talk to yourself shapes your reality. If you constantly say, "I'm terrible at English," your brain believes it and stops trying.
There's actual science behind this. Your brain has something called neuroplasticity. It can literally rewire itself based on your thoughts and experiences.
So if I keep telling myself I'm getting better every day, my brain starts looking for evidence to prove that's true?
Precisely. Let me share a powerful exercise. Every morning, before you even get out of bed, say 3 affirmations out loud. I am a confident English speaker. Every conversation makes me better. I embrace mistakes as learning opportunities.
Even if you don't believe it at first?
Especially if you don't believe it. Your subconscious mind can't tell the difference between reality and repetition. If you say it enough times, it becomes your truth.
That reminds me of something called the reticular activating system. It's the part of your brain that filters information.
Tell us more about that.
Okay, so imagine you're thinking about buying a red car. Suddenly, you see red cars everywhere. They were always there, but now your brain is noticing them because you programmed it to.
And the same thing happens with language learning.
Exactly. When you study a new word like serendipity, you'll start hearing it in songs, seeing it in articles, noticing it in conversations. Your brain is now tuned to that frequency.
So the more you tell yourself you're a good learner, the more your brain finds evidence that you are. And the more evidence you find, the stronger your belief becomes.
It's a beautiful cycle, but here's the warning, it works both ways. Negative self-talk creates a negative reality just as powerfully.
Alex, let's talk about something people often overlook. Your environment. You can have the best intentions, but if your environment doesn't support your goals, you'll struggle.
This is so true. There's a saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If everyone around you speaks only your native language and has no interest in English, staying motivated becomes incredibly hard.
So how do we engineer an environment that supports English learning?
First, immerse yourself digitally. Change everything to English. Your phone, your computer, your social media. Follow English speakers. Join English communities. Watch English content.
I did this and it was a game changer. Within a month, I was thinking in English without trying.
Second, create accountability. Find a study partner, join our Study English online community, or even post your progress on social media. When people are watching, you show up differently.
Accountability is powerful. I once joined a 90-day English challenge where we had to post a voice recording every single day. Some days I didn't want to do it, but I couldn't let my accountability partner down.
And what happened?
By day 90, my speaking confidence had completely transformed. I wasn't perfect, but I was fearless, and that's what matters.
Third, remove friction. Make English learning easier than not learning. Put your English books on your pillow so you see them before bed. Set reminders on your phone. Use apps that gamify learning.
And add friction to distractions. If you spend hours scrolling social media, delete the apps and only access them through a browser. Make bad habits hard and good habits easy.
That's brilliant. Environment design isn't about willpower. It's about setting yourself up for automatic success.
All right, Alex, we've covered mindset, habits, and environment. Now let's give our listeners a concrete action plan they can start today.
Perfect. Let's call this the 30-Day English Transformation Blueprint.
Week 1, Foundation. Your goal is consistency, not perfection. Choose one micro habit from our list earlier and do it every single day. Just one. Build that confidence.
Week 2, Expansion. Add a second habit. Maybe now you're reading one page and listening to a 5-minute podcast. You're building momentum.
Week 3, Challenge. This is where most people quit, so we're going to push through. Add one uncomfortable activity. Speak English with a native speaker. Record yourself reading aloud, or join a language exchange.
That discomfort means you're growing. Remember what we said earlier. Chase the feeling you want to avoid.
Week 4, Reflection and Acceleration. Look back at how far you've come in just 30 days. You'll be amazed. Then decide which habits are working, which need adjustment. Double down on what's effective.
And here's the beautiful part. After 30 days, these habits won't feel like work anymore. They'll be part of who you are.
That's identity transformation. You're not someone who's trying to learn English. You are an English learner. It's your identity now.
And once your identity shifts, everything becomes easier. You don't have to motivate yourself to be who you already are.
Alex, before we wrap up, let's highlight some powerful vocabulary from today's episode. These aren't just words, they're tools for articulating your transformation.
Great idea. Let's start with transformation. This means a complete and dramatic change in form or appearance.
Example: after 6 months of daily practice, Maria experienced a complete transformation in her English-speaking ability.
Next is compound effect, when small actions accumulate over time to create massive results.
Example: through the compound effect of reading just 10 minutes daily, John became fluent in 2 years.
Here's a powerful one: neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections.
Example: thanks to neuroplasticity, you can learn English at any age. Your brain can always change and grow.
Accountability, being responsible to someone else for your actions and progress.
Example: having an accountability partner helped Lisa stay consistent with her English studies.
And finally, micro habits, tiny, almost effortless actions that lead to significant changes over time.
Example: by starting with micro habits like learning one word per day, David built a vocabulary of over 3,000 words in a year.
Maya, what would you say to someone listening right now who's thinking, this sounds great, but I've tried before and failed?
I'd say your past doesn't define your future. Every single successful English speaker, every single one, has failed more times than unsuccessful people have even tried. The difference isn't talent, it's persistence.
And you don't need to transform overnight. You just need to be 1% better tomorrow than you are today.
So here's your homework. Before this episode ends, commit to one micro habit. Write it down, tell someone about it, and do it today, not tomorrow, today.
Remember to download our free PDF workbook in the description below. It has exercises, vocabulary lists, and a 30-day tracking sheet to monitor your progress.
And join our Study English online community. Share your progress, ask questions, and connect with learners from around the world. You'll find the link in the description.
If this episode helped you, please share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Leave us a comment telling us what your first micro-habit will be. We read every single one.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. Remember, you're not just learning English, you're transforming your life, one word, one conversation, one day at a time.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing in yourself.